Hey, righty. Oh, let's just link this up. Alrighty, so let me get into the question I'm going to be answering today. Sorry about that. I'm just linking my Patreon up with this YouTube live. So let me just find the question I'm answering today, and then let's get into the question. So for those of you that are watching that don't know me, my name's Karen. My business is Nurture Parenting. I'm a baby whisperer, baby sleep consultant, and I help parents with their baby's sleep. So I'm answering a question today from Shannon. Shannon's asked me a question about Hunter, who's 18 and a half months of age. She says, hello, Karen and parents. My son Hunter, 18 and a half months now, has been a champion sleeper since meeting Karen. Over the past week, he suddenly started waking during the night, waking lots during the night, crying out for mama and dada non-stop. We would not go in until he's hysterical. Once one parent is in there with him, he would not let us go. So we've taken turns spending the rest of the night in his room on the floor. He's also been super clingy and wants to be held constantly and cannot have us out of his sight. What has happened and how do I get him back on track? Please help from very tired parents. Right, let me get into what exactly is going on here. So babies at 6 to 8 months start to learn to be separate. At 16 to 18 months, it becomes permanent, this separation. And every child, every person has had to go through this separation anxiety to become a complete individual. It's something that happens developmentally, and you can't avoid it. You have to face it head on. Now, you can get your lovely sleeping baby back, Shannon, and we can get things sorted. You have to allow them to cry, to go through the grief and loss of this process. If you stop the crying through moving into his room, holding him, putting your hand on the mattress, all that blurs the lines of learning to be a separate individual and will cause huge problems. So we need to do the presence method that I use and that I've used with you before. And you mustn't wait till he's hysterical before you go in. Because at the moment, when he gets hysterical, he feels abandoned. So you must go in a bit quicker than what you are going in. So I want you to wait for 3 minutes of constant crying. Then you go in, sit by the cot. You're going to pretend to be asleep, but you don't touch the mattress. You do not touch him. You do not give him cuddles. Because if you do the cuddles, you're reminding him of the separation anxiety of what he's lost. And so many parents are not very good at this because they think when this sort of thing starts happening out the blue, there's something wrong. There isn't anything wrong. It's developmental. Completely different to what most parents are thinking that it actually is. So we need to allow this crying to happen, allow this emotion to happen. And when he's gone back to sleep, you must leave the room. You mustn't stay in there Because if you stay in there, what you're saying to him is, "You need me, you can't do this without me." And then we create learned helplessness, and this creates massive trouble, okay? So when we truly hold space, and most sleep training is about holding space, it's about being present and doing nothing. When we truly hold space, then we're not doing it for them. We are being, but not doing. Big head shift for most parents. And so this is what exactly you need to do, Shannon. You need to allow the grief and loss to come out, allow the crying to come out. And yes, it's going to sound bereft. And remember how I always say use left brain and not right brain? So right brain's emotional. Left brain, it is about analytical, it's logical, it's process driven, but it is not emotion. So you mustn't park your thoughts in the cot with Hunter. You must sit by the cot. You're going to pretend to be asleep, but you don't let him touch you, and you are not to touch him. It is so, so important. And that basically is my answer. So I look forward to hearing how you go, Shannon. And I hope that's helped other people out there with this separation anxiety and that 16 to 18 month wonder week. So bye from Karen.